inside your bedroom. We stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm. Physical silence, no need to speak a word. Lay here beside me. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I never dare to ask if we're gonna last. I'm needing all your love, needing all your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I was looking for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I was looking for hearts, I was looking for hearts. Your blood is pumping, I feel it in your veins, surfing your heat waves. Your taste is different, somehow it makes me brave. Chemical nature. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I was looking for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I was looking for hearts, I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts. Oh my God, I'm a fool. Thought I'd never fall into you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so cruel how I'm loving the things you do. Ooh, yeah. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I was looking for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I was looking for hearts, I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I was looking for hearts.
Hello. Oh my gosh, my voice just cracked like crazy. Welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody. Licia is here. How was your day? I had a really good day. I got a lot of things accomplished the last couple of days. I've been let's back that up. I think it was Thursday night. I hopped online and watched a couple webinars by some influencers, and they're not just influencers. They're influencers who teach people how to be influencers. And I thought maybe this is the marketing advice that I really need, because so much of what I do marketing wise is social media. So I watched a couple of those webinars on Thursday, and I have started to implement some things here and there. And I'm already noticing quite a big difference in my marketing plan. I'm doing an experiment in the month of September, speaking of marketing. So I stopped my Amazon ads because I'm curious how big a difference, if at all, it actually makes, and if it's worth putting my money towards. So I'm pausing them for September to see if that makes a difference. I will say though, doing this marketing, the new skills I've just learned, if it really does do well, it's not a great judge, I would say, on Amazon advertising, but we'll see. That is what I've been doing. And so a lot of today was marketing, SEO research for Instagram mostly, and just looking back on some of the successes I've had the last couple of days. So I've been having a really good day. How about you guys? How's your day? Everybody, I hope, had a good weekend. Speaking of, I am wearing the Winter Witches sweatshirt. So this sweatshirt, it's Gildan brand. It is in the color safety pink. It is extremely pink. I love it. And it's ridiculously soft. You can kind of see like the microfiber on the inside. It is so soft. I wear this every time I get home, even though it's ridiculously hot outside. It's so cozy. And this will be Kickstarter exclusive. So you can get the sweatshirt by backing the Kickstarter campaign. Oh, it is so cozy. I love this sweatshirt. You can also get an early bird ebook because I always have my book ready well before release day. So you can get an ebook copy a little bit ahead of schedule. It's not an ARC, it'll be a finished copy, but I will be releasing it a little early as an ebook for those of you who also back different tiers of the campaign. And of course, I will be doing signed paperback. So this is just a sneak peek at the paperback. I haven't finalized it. It's a proof copy. Clearly, it says not for resale. There are some things I adjusted. This one looks a lot better than the first one. I'm going to move my name over a little and make it bigger on the cover. So that's the cover. The spine turned out great. Let me turn that the right way around. Love that. It has Winter Witches, my name. It has my little logo at the bottom. And the back, I didn't have to do much adjusting too. So there's this little detailing at the top. There's the tagline. And even though the proof sign is kind of covering the blurb, that is on there as well. And just because you guys are so nice and are joining me tonight, let me give you a sneak peek at some of the interior just for fun. So there's the front page. It's adorable. This was my second proof copy from KDP, as it says in there. Let's skip to the first chapter. So here are the official chapter headers. They are super cute. On the ebook version, these trees are actually in different pastel colors. So if you get the ebook version, this chapter header is going to be colored, which was adorable. Makes it all the more adorable. It ties it all together. So paperback copy, super excited about it. It's the first, other than the character art, it is the first cover I did all by myself, which I'm really happy with. Cover design is something that I want to learn eventually. It is something on my author bucket list. So hopefully I'll be doing that soon. So among everything else this week, the social media going well, taking some courses, getting proof copies in, and then the sweatshirt, I've had a really good week. So Felicia says I've been making some really great strides on my revenge thriller. That is great because clearly I've been really busy with all of the marketing and Kickstarter prep. So writing has not really happened. The last time I wrote was Tuesday on the vampire romance. So we are returning to that tonight. So hopefully I'll be making some strides too. The weekend has been long. I've had so much going on that I also feel like it was long, but in an enjoyable way. Love the fonts. Thank you. I looked at a bunch of different fonts when I went with that one. I wanted it to be readable, but I also knew that the title was going to be big enough that I could go a little bit more elaborate with the font. So I'm glad I chose this one and not the original. And I almost went with the original. So I'm much happier now that I've seen it on an actual paperback. So there's that. What is everybody reading this week? I am halfway into a book that I bought on a whim. I saw it on the shelf. I thought that the cover art was adorable. I actually really enjoyed it because it was similar-ish to the character art on Winter Witches. It is All Alone with You by Amelia Diane Coons. And it's just, the character art was just really cute. So I picked it up without even really knowing what the book was about. It just looked like something I would enjoy. I glanced very briefly at the blurb on the inside, and I'm halfway into it. And every time I sit down to read it, I'm just absorbed in it. So highly recommend this book so far. We have mental health rep in this one, which I really love. And it's a grumpy meets sunshine trope. She's grumpy and he is very much sunshine. I love it. Super cute. All right. Felicia says, I'm reading The Death and Rebirth of Bella Erdman by Adrian Santiago. Ooh, I don't know if I've heard of that one. I think we've talked about it though, but maybe I looked it up last week. I think we talked about it. Well, last week we didn't meet. Last week we took the week off. Also reading Seed Among the Thorns by Morgan Lee. That's a nice title. I really like that title. All right. So speaking of picking up where we left off from the last time we wrote together, I am continuing on to my vampire romance. Apparently, I did not write down the right word count, though. This word count is very different than what I have written down. Let me correct that. It's because I did write on Wednesday, isn't it? I didn't think I did, but I guess I did write a little on Wednesday. Well, that's nice. That just means I'm further ahead than I thought. So I am 75,000 words, 610. So have a good start for the night. As always, we will do 3 sprints. If you are new, we always do 3 sprints. We do 20 minutes a piece. So let me get my 20-minute timer up on the clock. Woo! All right. Holy. We always do 3 20-minute sprints in these Sunday streams, just so you guys have the information. I am planning or hoping, it's kind of a loose plan, but I should be able to keep it. I'm hoping to have a live stream on Thursday. It's not going to necessarily be writing based. I think we might do some writing, but mostly I want to show you guys all of the fun things that will be in the Kickstarter. That way you can see them on camera, because they look a little different on camera than just like a still image. But this sweatshirt will be one of those featured. It is not a fitted sweatshirt. It's kind of hard to see the whole thing. It's not fitted. It's very much like a slouchy, really comfortable sweatshirt. I love it. I've said that several times now, but I do. And so we might do a little bit of Kickstarter information for that live stream on Thursday. It'll be an 8:20 live stream, just like this one's usually an 8:20 live stream, just on Thursday. So we're going to do like a surprise writing sprint kind of stream. And so we may do a little bit of writing, a little bit of Kickstarter information. It'll be fun. So come and join if you can on Thursday. It's adorbs. Thank you. I love it. I will say I didn't know if a sweatshirt would do well. in this Kickstarter, or if I could really, I had to raise the price more than I really wanted to make it feasible for the Kickstarter to offer it at like the entire time. I thought about even just doing like a limited version of it, but I wanted one so much for myself. And then once I got it, I thought I have to offer this for everybody else, that I decided just to go ahead and make it one of the tiers. So it is a little bit more expensive than I would prefer it be, just for the sake of like shipping and stuff. But I promise you guys it'll be worth it, because I'm going to personalize so many other things that go in the box with it. And it means having the support means the world to me. That definitely does. I'm putting a special page in the book Winter Witches just for the Kickstarter and everybody that so kindly helps fund the last bit of this book, that so that I can elevate it more than it is. So thank you guys. Let's move on to the first sprint of the night. We have 20 minutes 20 minutes. Oh gosh, already up on our clock here. We'll do 20 minutes and then we'll come back. I promise I'm not going to talk about this sweatshirt all night. That's what Thursdays is for. So we will start with 20 minutes. I'm going to pick up at 75,000 words and I will chat with you guys when we come back. 3, 2, 1. Sprint. All right. How did everybody do with the first sprint? I wrote 326 words. I'm kind of still falling into the scene. It's pretty crucial to telling the deeper side of some of these characters. So I'm trying to be very mindful of some of the things that I say, but it's going well. It also has been a little while since I've written in this book, so that alone is also taking me a little bit of time just to settle in. But so far, so good. I am now 75,936 words into my draft. So, feeling pretty accomplished so far tonight. It's going well. It's going pretty good. So, can't complain. All right. Does anyone else have a busy week ahead? I have a very busy week. Not only do I have the Kickstarter campaign launching on Wednesday, but the high school I work at, it is also homecoming week. So, going to be kind of a strange one in my side of the universe. Felicia said, I am in relaxation mode. I do not blame you. Sunday nights are great for that, especially ahead of a busy week. So my plan is to do our writing sprints tonight and then maybe return back to this book or just call it an early night and go to bed early. We will see. I may just go to bed early. Don't really know. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those weeks where I wear my hair up most of the week just because I don't know that I want to take the time to do much with my hair. I also have a haircut this coming up. Oh, it's the next Sunday or Saturday. Man, I really need that haircut. So that is, I think, pretty much everything I have going this week. Keeping myself busy. I also have been keeping busy with this class. I am now a couple weeks in and it's going really well. I'm really happy that I am taking the class. I can definitely, you're doing the right thing when it feels extremely easy. And I don't mean that in like a blow off kind of way. I just mean that it comes more naturally. It's easier because it's more interesting. I was trying to combine a couple words there, but you know that you're on the right track when things feel effortless. That's what I meant. And that's kind of what going back to school and taking all this psychology feels like. Writing and that it's hard work, but it doesn't feel as emotionally draining. So I like that. Felicia says, font recommendations for book covers. That's a good question. So I think I said at the beginning of the stream that learning how to do my own book covers and doing them like on a professional level, so I mean doing them in Photoshop, that's something on my bucket list. And I know typography is a portion of that. So I wish I felt more comfortable giving that kind of advice, but that's a question that I would also have. So something that I'm getting ready to do, kind of in preparation to learn as much as I can. Mandy Lynn here on YouTube. What is her author house? Let me go and find it. Her publishing house, Stone Ridge Books. So if you go to stoneridgebooks.com, she has some cover design courses and she has a bundle of all of them. It's 3 different courses. I'm looking at it right now because I'm planning on taking them. There's the Photoshop for Basics. There's an entire course over typography, which I know doesn't really answer your question about fonts, but that would be the course that would probably be the most helpful for that, the typography course. And then there's also designing book covers in Photoshop. All 3 of those are in a bundle, and I plan to take them. So, yes, Yes, Stone Ridge Books. I wonder, I don't know, can you even get links in the chat? I don't know. Let me put it in here just for funsies, see what happens. It's stoneridgebooks.teachable.com. I just put the link for the bundle of her courses in there. And my plan is to maybe do that in the fall when things relax a little bit, just as I have a little downtime, which sounds strange because I don't typically have a lot of downtime. But cover design is something I would love to at least inform myself better about, if not be able to do my own covers, because that is a huge portion of my budget. I would say between editing and cover design, oh man, sometimes because cover design varies a lot depending on the word count of your book, I would say that consistently cover design is maybe one of the more expensive parts of the entire process. So if I could get to the level to do it myself, that would be amazing. So I'm all for learning new things, and I am down to give it a try. And even if I don't do my own book cover for this next series in the spring, maybe I can get good enough and eventually take over that so I can save a little money along the way in that side of publishing. So I don't know. I did not know that Mandy Lynn had a course for this. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, she gives great author advice also. I like watching her videos on her YouTube channel, but she does have her own cover design course now because that's something that she does professionally. She has her own books because she's also a published author, but she freelance cover designs. So very fun. And I'm excited to see what I can learn from that and maybe some other like master classes along the way. We'll see. Should be a learning adventure. I never thought that I would do my own covers. I always thought that I would hire that out. But the more and more I do this, I kind of like being as involved as I can in the process, even though I may not know what's best all the time. I think we all need to, I think it's important for us as authors to understand that side of things. Whether we're good at it or not is questionable, but I think having the knowledge can be hugely beneficial in overall success. So I'm going to see what happens. Just leave it there. see where it goes. Not having a job sucks. There are so many things that I could be learning to do. Oh my gosh. I think this last year has been a really rough one for different reasons than the last few. The pandemic was hard because it was the pandemic. It was unprecedented, and we were all trying to navigate a world that looked very different overnight. And we're still not fully out of it by any means, but because I know there's a new wave that's kind of come through, but it changed a lot of things, especially about jobs and job culture. And so I cannot imagine being in a job search at this time. The economy is also really bad nationwide, but I think in the US, it just is the worst it's been in a very long time. And some people don't seem to understand that you in some ways, you can't support yourself on a full-time job sometimes. And yeah, I can't even imagine. So, not to get on my soapbox about that kind of stuff, but I think it's just a really difficult time. This year has been a different set of challenges. Okay, let's move on, shall we, to something a little bit more relaxing, shall we say? Let's go ahead and move into the second sprint of the night, trying to look forward, shall we? So, second sprint of the night, I'm at 75,000 words, 75,000, almost 76,000. I should break that I should break that in this sprint. So, second sprint of the night, timer's up there. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, sprint number 2. That scene got away from me just a tad. I am now at 76,000 words. So 76,383 words to be exact. How did the second sprint go for all of you? Hopefully it was just as productive as that one was for me. I was a little worried there that I would actually write fewer words. I wrote more words than in the first sprint, but I had to take a pause. I actually had to do a little bit of research also along the way, strangely, but pleased with where I am. Oh, you didn't darken my night at all. I just try to be mindful of people. So times are hard right now for some people out there. Yes, I'm glad it went well for you too. Alrighty, we're getting on to the final sprint of the night. That is wild. Holy crap. I'm also starting to get to like a turning point in this book. I'm in the last third, and I'm almost at the point where everything shifts and the final action takes place or begins to take place. I really, really would like to at least get to the beginning of those moments before I call it a night. Depending on how the third sprint goes, I don't know. I don't think I'm that far away from it. So I might stay up just to get to that point. I'm at kind of a transition between the two scenes. So we will see. I would really like to get to that point because from there on, everything flows really nicely. There to the end, I've already planned out a lot better than this in between section. I am a pantser, so I know the basic outline of the book, but I'm in one of those sections where I kind of get to riff a little in discovery write, which I love. I love discovery writing. It just slows me down a little bit. So hopefully I'll be able to get through the discovery writing section and onto the final point of the book, because I haven't said this in a while. I don't think I even said it in the last vlog, but I still want to finish draft 1 of this book in September. That way I can clear my calendar for my releases. So next month, October, is the final Guardians of the Six Gate book. It is Mistress of Shadows, which releases October 30th. So I can clear the way for that publication in October. November is when Winter Witches releases in time for the holiday season. So then it'll be this book's month. And then November, or the rest of November, will be prep for my December draft. So the next book in the Winter Witches series, which follows the middle sister, Margot. Love that. I'm excited to explore her a lot more. I will be prepping the outline in November. And then in December starts my writing a book in a month challenge like I did last year. It should be easier to tackle because none of those books in the winter trilogy will be very long. And also I get part of December and January off. So I can dedicate myself a little bit more to writing per day. I get more time every day to write. So it shouldn't be as difficult to at least get it on paper. And then from there, I'm like tinkering with it until I release it the next year. So that is the plan, is to finish this in September so all of those things can have their moments to shine. So hopefully everything will fall into place. Sometimes scenes tap on my brain and I just can't sleep until I get it down on paper. That is exactly how I feel. So I don't know, if I can't get to that point in this book where the tone of the ending shifts and things start to like take off, I may have to stay up until I do. I don't know. We will see. I said this week is going to be a busy one. I don't have my night class this week. I do have, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I should still be able to do the live stream Thursday. Thursday is going to be very busy for me because I will have an appointment on Thursday, and then I'll come home. I'll do all the nighttime routine and stuff with Finn, and then he goes down, and then is the Kickstarter live stream. So I do have quite a bit. Maybe I'd be better off moving the Kickstarter live stream to Friday because I also have that. But Friday I have homework. So I don't have my night class, but on the weeks I don't have class, I have homework due. So, maybe I do have more than I thought this week. We'll see. I think just for the sake of moving things along, in case I do need to stay up a little bit later to write, I think maybe we go ahead and jump into the final sprint of the night, which is the third sprint. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter, make sure that you do, because I am hopefully, when I have some of this downtime, I want to play with it's not really a novella, it's a section of the Dragon book that I have planned to publish. I'm planning to write that one in parts, and each part will have like a page, maybe a page and a half long, like story kind of along with it that describes it gives backstory to this world that we're in. So every part has its own little theme, kind of in essence. And I thought it would be fun to string them all together and put them into like a freebie for my newsletter subscribers. So make sure that you are subscribed, because when I get more downtime, I want to actually put it together. I already have a lot of those parts drafted. I just don't have them strung together to like put them out in that form. So patron members, my Patreon, will get them first. They're always my test. I love them very much. They give me lots of good feedback. They're very supportive. So Patreon members will get them well in advance before newsletter members, but go ahead and subscribe to that if you are not already. Okay. Timer's up. Last 20 minutes of the night. And then we are going to wind down and close out for the week and be ready for the week. It'll be a busy one. So let's go. Last sprint. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. So that was the final sprint of the night. I do think I'm going to stay up just a tad longer to finish some things. It is almost 10 o'clock though, and I do have a long week. So as much as I want to, I probably need to be a grown up and call it a night eventually. So that's the plan. I'm going to stay up just a little longer, at least to wrap up this scene, because I'm just like a couple lines from doing that. So maybe I'll just do that. But how was everybody else's final sprint of the night? Let's see. I haven't even tallied my final word count. Let's do that. So let me know how it went for all of you. Oopsie, I wrote the wrong thing. I'm almost at 77,000 words now. Woo! Oopsie. I wrote 549 words for that sprint. So that means that I wrote 1,322 words for the entire stream. So that is a good amount. I would like to try my best to get like 1,000 words per day, or write in a way that would even out to be 1,000 words per day. Sometimes I write like 5K a day, and that evens out a lot of the week. So I am happy with that. Pleasantly surprised with that. I didn't know how much time it would take me to get back into this book. All right. So thanks for joining me, guys. I think I am going to call it a night and leave you guys here. Hopefully, you'll be able to catch me for a pop-up live stream this week. I'm thinking Thursday, but make sure you follow me. Check the description box below for all of those updates. I would love to write with you guys more this week. And I do have the Kickstarter video coming to YouTube this week as well. So be on the lookout, and I will chat with you guys super soon. Bye.